Hey guys, it's Bear from Morimoto Lighting, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over the key features and also installs for your 2009 to 2014 F-150 with our Morimoto XB headlights. Now with this vehicle, it already has our white version of these headlights, but today we're gonna be going over the new amber versions for your F-150. So before we get into the install, let's tell you what these things are all about. The Morimoto XB headlights for the F-150 feature an intense DRL with a dimming parking light function and a selectable switchback turn signal. They include triple LED projectors with ultra-high output with square clear glass lenses. They have a high beam LED reflector for focused and intense distance of lighting. They come in a deep piano black, giving these headlights a nice, modern, and aggressive look. They're also made from OEM grade PC lenses that won't fade, crack, or yellow over time, and also includes a 5-year warranty. Now let's get into the outputs. With your stock halogen low beam, they come in at 240 Max Lux, which is extremely dim and a very poor light output with a slight hot spot in the center. So let's go ahead and check out the Morimoto low beams now. For the Morimoto XB LED low beams, they come in at 710 maximum lux, which is 195% brighter than your stock halogen headlights. Just look how sharp that cutoff line is, with a distinct hot spot in the middle, which will help reach way down the road. With that nice cutoff line, we now are not going to blind any oncoming traffic. Now for your stock halogen high beams, they come in at 420 maximum lux. It just flips the high beam up just a little bit with somewhat of a hot spot again, but still a very poor output. So let's check out the Morimoto high beams now. Now the Morimoto XB LED high beams, they come in at a whopping 1080 Max Lux. That is 157% brighter than your stock headlights. And as you can see, you picked up even more light above that cutoff line to help you see down the road at night, giving you a very drivable and useful beam pattern. So these are the tools that you'll need for your install: a ratchet of your choice, a 10mm socket with an extension, a Phillips screwdriver, and needle nose pliers. Okay, now that you know about all the key features of the headlights, it's time to get to the install. First things first, go ahead and get your hood popped open. It's a little dirty under here, but that's okay. That's what we like to see with our vehicles that come here, is especially the vehicles being put to the test. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and remove this plastic clip right here with our Phillips screwdriver. So now with that out, just go ahead and take this rubber piece and set it aside somewhat and out of the way. So it'll expose that 10mm bolt right here. Now let's go ahead and head up to the top of the headlight and remove these two 10mm bolts as well. Now with those 3 bolts out, you can go ahead and start taking out your headlight. All you have to do is wedge it slightly out because there is a little clip on the outer side of your headlight. Now go ahead and start disconnecting your harness from the factory harness. The only difference between our headlights and the OEM headlights would be the DRL harness. Once everything's disconnected, you can now go ahead and just set this aside. Now before we go ahead and install the Morimoto XB amber version of these headlights, we're gonna go ahead and show you the process of installing your DRL harness. So there'll be a short side and a long side to this harness. The short side will go over to your driver's side and the longer side will be fed over to your passenger side. So let's go ahead and show you how to install this into your fuse box. So now that we're up here by the fuse box, which Ford made it very convenient for us to get to, go ahead and locate position number 77. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is place this fuse tap right into that place, just like so. Now with that installed, you can go ahead and run your DRL harness however you would like. And once that's done, just go ahead and close up your fuse box and get back to your headlight. Now if your truck comes with factory HID headlights, your kit will actually come with an adapter harness. You'll use this to plug this up to your OEM harness to your new XB headlights to make sure that they work properly. So go ahead and take your OEM harness and connect it to your XB harness. Now with the XB headlights, you have the option of having a sequential turn signal or a standard. If you like that sequential switchback type style, you'll keep this part unplugged, or if you want it standard, you would then plug it in. But in our case, we're gonna keep it sequential, so we'll keep it unplugged. Now, before buttoning everything back up and fully install your headlights, make sure to go ahead and test out all the features, the turn signals, your high beam, low beam, etc., to make sure that everything works. In our case, we already did that, so now we're gonna go ahead and slide this bad boy back in and get it installed. All right, now with the driver headlight in, make sure to go ahead and do the same exact thing over to the passenger side and then button everything back up, including the harness. Make sure that it's not interfering with anything in the engine bay, and you're good to go. And easy as that, guys, your Morimoto XB headlights in the amber version are installed. If you want to find out what all other products we have for your F-150, such as the Morimoto 4-bangers, taillights, interior lights, and much more, just put in your year, make, and model on our website, and we'll catch you guys over there.